everyone. Myself Shikhar Singh from Hindustan College of Science and Technology, pursuing Bachelor's of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering branch. Currently, I'm in third year of my course, and today we are in conversation with a very great senior of ours who was passed out from 2012 batch, and she is none other than Ankita Fancy, ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am, to this online Zoom session.
Thank you, Shikhar. Just one request, don't call me ma'am. Please refer to me as Ankita. I'll be more comfortable.
Okay, Ankita, sure.
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
ma'am, before beginning with the session, I would like to know more about you, ma'am.
All right. So right now, I have completed like 10 years of IT experience, and I have passed out from Hindustan College of Science and Technology. My branch was information technology. I did my BTech in the year 2008, and I passed out in 2012. And then I joined TCS. TCS was the first company that came to us for campus placement. The experience was fantastic. We did have an aptitude test. Then we did have a interview round following that, a technical interview, and then an HR interview. So those were the three rounds we gave. I'm just covering the journey so that it is more useful to you folks in terms of how it relates to my college. And then my second company was Cisco. I worked there as a critical incident manager. And then after that, I joined Google, and here also I'm a critical incident manager.
That's really good to know, ma'am. So, since you have switched from a lot of companies, so how has this experience of switching been?
The experience has been good. It's not like a lot of switches, but yeah, I have just like done a couple of switches, I would say. There is a reason for switching as well, right? You need to keep upgrading yourself, I would say. Um, it's like I started my career with TCS. When I started, my first role was assistant system engineer trainee. That is what it is in the first 1 year, and then you get promoted to assistant system engineer, and then once you complete 2 years, you get automatically promoted to system engineer. Then once you complete 4 years, you become an IT analyst. So there, the roles are like specifically designed in such a manner that when you complete certain number of years, you're eligible for the next designation. So that's how it has been at TCS. I did support projects there. My first project was a support project, and my client was Cisco. And then I did change to a development project after completing 4 or 5 years. And then I did a project for PostNord, which is a postal office for Norway. I did some development out there. And then I felt like, okay, I think I have done development, I've done support. Probably it's time for me to explore something else for myself. That's how I decided to move into critical incident management. And that was in Cisco, which I did like for a year and a half. And then the domain was completely different back there. I had to do a CCNA certification to understand networking concepts in deep, because I had to talk to the customers and understand what is the issue, where exactly the issue lies in, and in order to better support them, we need to take that certification. When I was in TCS, my skill set there was Java and PLSQL, so I did a learning back in Java and PLSQL there. Then I moved to Google, and yeah, I'm looking into like further more certifications now to understand cloud better. I've just started my cloud journey at Google, so yeah, going on. So the switching experience has been great all in all. I keep upgrading myself. That is what my funda is about, switching.
True that. So, ma'am, what has your success mantra been, and who or what drives you towards being better each day?
My success mantra, okay. Um, I don't have any mantra as such, I would say. See, each day is new day, and each day I try to find out something or the other new things for me to learn, right? You have to understand that when you are in IT or any other field also, I think it's what is important is you keep yourself upgraded, like what is going on in the market, what is in demand, where are we heading to, what are the new technologies that are available in the market, and how is the world growing, right? So you need to keep yourself updated. First of all, you need to understand what is hot in the market, upskill yourself accordingly, and then before that, your first step should be like identify your interest as well. Like you will do your research, what all is available in the market. Then you need to identify, okay, what are you exactly interested in, right? Probably you might want to take some sample courses or something, and then you can go ahead and identify, okay, this is a technology that I want to grow in. For example, I chose cloud. and that's how I landed up here. So you have to identify your interest and then develop your skill accordingly, and then look out for job opportunities. Like, okay, now these are the companies that I can target. This is where kind of job roles that are available where I will suit, which will suit to me, or where I would like to work in, right? So I think that is a success mantra, you can call, if you call it a success mantra. And one more important thing that I would tell you is, whenever you start something, just make sure that you finish it up. See, there might be two things: either you fail or you succeed, right? Even if you fail, it's fine. Consider that also as your success mantra. It's okay. If you're failing, you need to understand that you need to put more practice in. If you like that thing, if even after a couple of times you're not good at it, this is my personal suggestion. I would say, like, think about it. Do you really want to pursue that, or maybe you might want to explore something different as well, right? It's not always the case ki whatever you are putting your hand in and you're gonna work and be successful there. It's fine to accept that, okay, maybe this field is not for me, maybe this is not of my interest, or maybe I'm not able to get it better. But yeah, only after like a couple of times when you have just done it and you're done with it, like, okay, I think I should move on to next. So dedication towards what you start, aim to fulfill it, like complete it. Yeah, that I would say as a success mantra. Sorry, and what was the second part of the question?
Uh, that was that how your success mantra has helped you being better each day.
So better each day, I will say that I keep learning, Shikhar. My goal is every other day I try to learn something new. When I pick up like certifications, different certifications that are available in the market related to the technology I'm working in, and then I keep upgrading myself accordingly. Like, okay, what is new certificate available in the market? Okay, this is something like cloud architect. Okay, this is the professional certificate I want to do, right? So I keep learning. And I make sure that what I start, I finish it up. That's how I keep up.
That's a good advice, ma'am, for sure. So, ma'am, my next question is, what activities did you participate in during your college days?
Activities.
Yeah.
I think I participated in each and everything, Shikhar, like whatever came my way, I never said no for it. I always wanted to give it a try. That is how I have been. There would be very few opportunities, like one or two, where I would have felt that, okay, I don't think like this is my cup of tea. But other than that, I think everything I've participated, be it anchoring in the Gyan Jyoti functions, I have done that as well. Maybe there are some technical sessions. For example, I remember there was a hackathon kind of a session arranged by Ankit Fadia, I think in the year 2009 or 10. I did participate in that as well. So then there were like other cultural fest we had, right? Like singing, dancing, and Western vocal and all those things, right? And drama. So I've done that as well. Whatever cultural activities like Dandiya organization in the night, I remember we had a Dandiya function. I participated in that as well. So I think everything that came my way, wherever there was an opportunity basically to collaborate with people, meet new people, build your circle, right? Because that is the place in terms of college, I would say, where I got to meet folks from different branches. So I was a day ski. I had a home in Agra back then. I was not a hostler. And when these kind of things used to happen, I used to participate to know more people, right? That's how I made friends in different branches. Otherwise, you don't go and talk to people, right? Like, I'm in IT, I won't talk to a civil guy, or I won't go and talk to a mechanical guy, because that's not my daily interaction or something that suits us. But whenever there was a cultural fest, I used to do all those activities so that I get to meet a lot of people. I used to make a lot of connections. That helped me make good friends, and those are like still in my touch even after 10 years now. So I think I would say almost everything, every other thing, whatever I used to get an opportunity, I used to participate.
That's good, ma'am. It's good to be all rounder. So, ma'am, like I want to know that how has that switch has been? Like you were a college student and then suddenly into a professional world and professional setup. So, how that switch was for you?
So the switch was, at college it was not that formal. As a student, I didn't had like more of the responsibilities to fulfill. At the end of the day, I was not accountable as such. Like, okay, you have to do this, otherwise. The difference was, I had to study, I had an exam to go and give, and then there was a result, right? At the corporate, it's a bit different. You have some, I would say, some positions aligned with it, some designations, some roles, some money attached to it, right? I think that was the difference, I would say. So The professional setup is little more formal. There are many things, like many small things that you have to keep in mind about when you're dealing with people. When you're in college, it's still fine, it's in happy environment, like you can behave the way you want. For sure the discipline is important, but then, like, it was still a very free environment, right? So college and company, of course, a huge difference. I mean, like, when you grow yourself into an organization and then you understand, okay, what I was like 3 years back, what I was like 5 years back. So there is a lot of change. One thing I would say here that helped me to become what I was at the first day of TCS. We had the PDP development section department there at CST, right? Those teachers, they were really very great. Those sessions which they conducted were very good. For us during the campus placement, there were a couple of sessions which were held. I think those were very helpful to train us how our personality should be while we are appearing for an interview, right? For example, you have to keep a smile on your face when you're talking to the people. Even if you're like in stress, it's okay to calm down. It's okay to say you don't know an answer, right? So these kind of things were taught to us. So those things you learn in college, you would be still very hesitant, as a student, like when you're giving the viva answers and you're like, like that, right? But when you appear for interviews, when you are going for like corporate, people taught us, like the teachers, they taught us how to be confident in that situation. It's okay to not know an answer and say it politely and confidently that it's okay, I don't know this one, and just pass it on, right? So that confidence thing builds up more. uh, you learn to how to behave in a professional setup. You learn how to talk to people. You understand what are the do's and don'ts, how you should and you should not behave in a professional setup, right? Among friends, you talk anything and you can do any gossip or talk any way you like. That's not the case when you're in office, right? The situation changes, it's more formal setup. So I would say, yeah, that was the change. I realize that I'm still growing. I won't say that I'm completely mature right now. I have learned over the period of years what I was in college and I'm now. And yeah, till date also, I keep learning, right? I mean, I get to know, okay, this is something I said, something won't be appreciated by my colleagues, or maybe I said in a different way, but they don't understand. So you have to be very formal, and you have to be very cautious how you deal in a corporate environment. So that was the change for me. I realized, like, in college I was more free, while in corporate I'm like little formal and very what would I say, very cautious about how I deal with people.
Yeah, so like as you said, so I would tell all the viewers who are going to watch this video that it's fine to say I don't know, because there's like no one knows everything in this world, right? So it's fine if you say I don't know, and like be confident of what you know and what you are good at. So,
Yeah,
ma'am,
but one
like my
thing I
next,
will, right, when you say you don't know, that's okay, but do your homework, go back home, remember that question what was asked to you in your interviews or wherever you felt like you were stuck. Do your homework, study about it, get the knowledge, so the next time when somebody asks you the same question, you have an answer for it. So prepare yourself like that.
yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, now moving towards more of the technical side of this particular CS and IT era, I would like to know that what is the demand of the market currently, as in perspective of a software engineer or an IT professional?
What is the demand of the market? I would say there are multiple things. I mean, like, a lot of things going on. There might be so many things even I would not know of everything, right? Since I'm associated with Google and I'm into the cloud department, I can say yes, you might be knowing, and everybody knows that cloud is the hot thing that we are into right now, right? Everything is moving on to cloud, be it AWS or be it Microsoft or be it Google, right? Everywhere you can see that cloud is the new hot topic. It also depends, like, what do you want to grow into. Are you looking for a solutions architect role, or are you looking into from the perspective of a developer, or you want to be into support, or want to be into testing, right? So accordingly you will have to choose your path. There are a lot of things in the market. There is Python, then there is Ruby on Rails, then there is like when I started, I did Java and PLSQL. Those are also in demand in the market. It's not that they are not now. So it's up to you what technology you want to fit into and you feel comfortable with learning. One more thing that I would like to tell you here is For example, PLSQL, right? Like we have a different SQL here at our company, which is customized only for use at Google. But I don't feel it's very different from what I learned at PLSQL. Most of the commands you would find same. The functions would be same. Only I think a little bit change in the name and the way you use it. I would say that. So even if you're learning C or Java, if you know any one of the programming language, you can learn the new language in the new organization wherever you join in. So even if you know one language, that is good enough, I would say, to start as a fresher. Then you, because when I joined in, right, I was not very comfortable in the first initial days of Java and PLSQL. I did learn it at the college, but I was not a pro. I did learning, I did practice, I did a lot of mistakes in the beginning. I used to ask a lot of questions to my seniors, and that's how I understood and I developed the language. And then once I did that, then I moved into Spring. I did learn Spring. I did not know Spring as well till the time I took up that project, right? I knew a little bit of Java, but then I got the opportunity. I started learning. I did some hands-on projects, and that's how I got to know. Same is with cloud. Now I have started learning cloud recently. Before that, I didn't knew anything, right? But I was hired because on the basis of the knowledge that I have, the industry experience that you bring, right? So you are not expected in the market to know everything, right? But what your job demands, yes, I think there will be a basic criteria, minimum set of qualifications that they ask for. If you have that, things become easy. And one more thing I would like to tell you, freshers, I mean at college, is that you are going to take an entry level. You will be a fresher. The expectations are very minimum from you people. So even if you know one language, you are good to go, right? But when you are doing, if you are getting into campus placement, that's best. But if you're not selected, it's not that it's the end of the world, right? Oh, I could not get anything from the college, now where will I go? There are off campus placements. You need to do some research, right? Till today also, like when juniors come to me, I advise them this only: go to the portals, check out for the opportunities that are there in the market, target some companies where you see yourself. You might be having some dream companies listed, right? Oh, this is somewhere I want to be, this is somewhere I want to work. Check out the job roles, go to the careers page, check what are the job roles they have, choose. Then what do you want to do? Do you want to go to into development, testing, business consultant, solution architect? What exactly do you want to be? Right, on the basis of that, go and check the minimum qualification section. You will understand what they are demanding, what they want from you, what you should know, and then accordingly prepare yourself according. I would say, I will not say that okay, cloud hot hai, go and study that. No, I would not say you that. Neither I'm going to say okay, do Angular, do Python. Everything is hot. I mean, like there are a lot of technologies, everything is running in the market. So do not worry on those concepts. Whatever is being taught to you at a college, learn that, understand what is going on in the market, what are the jobs that are available, what you see yourself working for, what you like, prepare along those lines.
Yes, ma'am, for sure. So it's basically the constant learning that you have to like learn each day or learn after a period of time. You have to upgrade yourself with the new technology and the new things that are coming your way. So, ma'am, that brings me to the last question, and that is what one lesson, life lesson that you've learned and you want your juniors also to know and learn from you?
Life lessons, there's not one actually. There are so many. So it would be difficult to call out like one, but yeah, let me think on it, like what I can share the best. So I think I've almost covered it up, but I'll still say one thing is, do not stop learning. Secondly, I would say, what you start, please finish it. It's okay to fail. When you fail, please understand that you are being given a message that maybe this is not for you. Maybe you need to try something else as well. Maybe you have still not found out your potential, your skill. Maybe you are expert in something else, but you have still not found out that okay, this is something I'm good at. Right, take your time, do some planning and research on yourself. Right, spend some time on yourself, sit with yourself, see what are your interests, what do you do when you are free, what you like to do, what is your interest, what is that makes you happy at the end of the day. Right, invest your energy there. And learning should never stop. I mean, like that is one thing that I have understood while across all the three companies that I have been into. uh, Colleges will teach you, they can only teach you, they can give you the knowledge. Getting placed, again I will say, it's not the responsibility of your college. It's up to you how well you do. I can get an admission into IIT and still end up not getting a job, right? So how is my college responsible for that? Correct. So it's up to you how much hard work you put into, what is your dedication level. You start something, you have to end it. You have to understand it's okay to fail, and even if you have not got anything, it's fine, it's for the better. Something really better has been waiting for you. I mean, like wherever places I have failed in my career, the opportunity which comes next has been the best than what I was already doing. So I'm very happy with the path that has come across. Uh, Embrace your opportunities. Anything that comes to your door, please do not say, no, I'm not going to do it. Okay. Think about, can I do this? Is it good for me? How much beneficial would this be for me if I take this up? Right. So, any opportunity that comes your way, please embrace it with open arms. One more lesson I would say is the connections which you make, right? Your network is make sure that your network first of all is very strong, and stay in touch with people, stay in touch with your college friends, your teachers. You never know who will be a help where. For me, I will say my biggest earning is my people. Other than my experience and everything that I have done, my biggest earning is the people that I have connections with. They all have been very helpful. Uh, they all are like, they have been a great contributor for my success. So yeah, I mean, make strong connections, stay in touch with your people, respect everybody, and respect the opportunity that comes your way. Embrace it with open arms. Do not say just no, I'm not going to do this. Oh, this is a small college. I mean, when I got my ranking, I got for some other college, but then I was in Agra and my parents wanted me to take up HCST. But I think that was a very good decision I took up at that point of time. I was not very happy when I got into, but when I completed, that is where I realized, okay, so my destiny was pushing me into something really better. So it is fine to be, right. You like, be whatever part of college doesn't matter. It's all your hard work, your dedication, and you can reach wherever you want to. So don't stop yourself.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time and for the valuable inputs that you've given us today.
Yeah, thank you, Shikhar. Thank you for your time as well. And I hope I have answered your questions well. And this was a helpful session for you, and also for the students who will be looking at it.